In this video, we want to use the discriminant to determine how many real solutions the quadratic equation has. Let me remind you, a quadratic equation in general form is in the form of ax to the 2 plus bx plus c equal 0. This is the general form of a quadratic equation. And we know that for solving quadratic equation, we can use this formula, which is famous to quadratic formula. X is negative b plus minus radical b to the 2 minus 4ac over 2a. This expression under a square root b to the 2 minus 4ac is called the discriminant of the equation. And we can use this expression, this quantity, to find how many solutions a quadratic equation has. Please pay attention. Discriminant is b to the 2 minus 4ac. And b to the 2 minus 4ac is under a square root. If the discriminant is positive, then the equation, the quadratic equation, has two distinct real solutions. If the discriminant is 0, then the quadratic equation has only one real solution. And finally, if the discriminant is less than 0, then the quadratic equation has no real solution. And basically it has two complex solutions, but it has no real solutions. So let's summarize the application of the discriminant. Whenever we have a quadratic equation, we can find the discriminant easily. Discriminant is b to the 2 minus 4ac. If the value of the discriminant is positive, then the equation has two real solutions. If discriminant is 0, one real solution. If discriminant is negative, no real solution. In this example, we want to use the discriminant to find the number of real solutions of the equation. And we don't want to solve the equation. Just we want to find the number of solutions of this quadratic equation. So we have to find the discriminant. Discriminant is b to the 2 minus 4ac. A is 2, b is negative, and c is 6. So b to the 2 is negative 5 to the power of 2 minus 4 times a is 2 and c is 6. So discriminant is 25. Negative 5 to the 2 is 25. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 6 is 48. 25 minus 48 is negative 24, which is less than 0. And immediately we can conclude that because the discriminant is negative, so this equation has no real solution. And we write this in this form because discriminant is less than 0, so the equation, the given equation, has no real solution. Now let me show you another examples. 1/2 x to the 2 minus 3x minus 5 equals 0. Again, we want to use discriminant to determine how many solutions this equation has, and we don't want to solve the equation. Just we want to figure out the number of solutions. So we have to find the discriminant. What was the formula of discriminant? B to the 2 minus 4ac. B to the 2 is negative 3 to the 2 minus 4 times a is 1/2 and c is negative 5. Negative 3 to the 2 is 9. 4 times 1/2 is 2. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, but don't forget you have a negative for negative 4. So negative 4 times 1/2 is negative 2 times negative 5 is 10. 9 plus 10 is 19, and it is greater than 0. When discriminant is bigger than 0, immediately we conclude that the equation has two distinct roots or two distinct real solutions. Look at the next example. We want to find the discriminant. B to the 2 minus 4ac. 12 to the 2 minus 4 times 9. 12 to the 2 is 144. 4ac, which is 4 times 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 9 is 144. 144 minus 144 is 0. If you remember, when the discriminant is 0, the equation has only one real solution. So here we conclude that the equation has one real root or real solution. Look at the next example. 4x to the 2 plus 5x plus 13 over 8. The discriminant is b to the 2, 5 to the 2, minus 4 times 13 over 8. 5 to the 2 is 25. Please attention how I calculate 4 times by 13 over 8. Maybe you want to multiply 4 by 4, which is a good idea, 16. Then you want to multiply by 13 and then you want to divide by 8. This is the bad way to calculate this expression. Whenever you have a number like here and you want to multiply by a fraction, first check to see if you can simplify this number with the denominator, because we know that in multiplication we can simplify numerator with denominator. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 from numerator can be simplified with 8, and then we have 2 here. 2 times 13 is 26. Definitely this is better than multiplying all the numerators by each other, then we get a big number, then divide by 8. 25 minus 26 is negative 1. Because discriminant is less than 0, so we conclude that this equation has no real, the equation has no real solution. Now look at this example. Find the value or values of m such that the equation has only one real solution. We are given a quadratic equation and we have an unknown here, m. Find m such that the equation has only one solution. Let me remind you, when we have one solution, in general, for a quadratic equation, we have only one solution. We have one solution when discriminant is 0. So, for this question, if we want to have only one real solution, the discriminant of this equation should be 0. So let's calculate the discriminant. Discriminant is b to the 2, which is 6 to the 2, minus 4 times a times c. 36 minus 4m. 6 to the 2 is 36, 4 times m times 1 is 4m. And this should be equal to 0 because we want to have only one solution. And by solving this, we can find the value of m. 36 minus 4m equals 0. From this, if we move 4m to the other side, or if we add 4m to the both sides, 36 equals 4m. By dividing both sides by 4, m is 36 divided by 4, which is 9. So if m is 9, if m here is 9, then this equation has only one real solution. And for any other value, like 10, 5, negative 1, and other values of m, equation has probably two solutions or no solution. But only for this particular value of m, the equation has only one real solution. Look at the next example. The process is the same. First, we have to find the discriminant. Discriminant is b to the 2. What is b here? b is negative m. Negative m to the 2 is like m to the 2 because it raises to the 2 and negative cancels. So b to the 2 is m to the 2. Minus 4ac. 4 times a is 1. So minus 4 times 1 is minus 4 times 100. Minus 400. So minus 4ac is minus 400. And we have to set it equal to 0. minus 400 equals 0. Now we have to solve this for m. M to the 2 is 400. If we take a square root from both sides, m is plus minus 20. So for these values of m, 20 and negative 20, if we replace this m with 20 or negative 20, then the equation has only one real solution. For what values of a, the equation has two distinct real solutions. Remember, we have two real solutions when discriminant is greater than 0. So we have two distinct real solutions when discriminant is greater than 0. So we have to find the discriminant first. Discriminant is b to the 2, which is negative 10 to the 2 or 100, minus 4 times a times c. 4 times 1 is 4 times a, 4a. And this should be greater than 0. Here we have inequality and we have to solve this inequality. 100 minus 4a is greater than 0 and we want to solve this for a. Attention, this is an inequality. To solve this inequality, we can move negative 4a to the other side, or basically we can add 4a to the both sides. Then we have 100 greater than 4a. If we divide both sides of this by 4, which is a positive number, we don't need to flip this, because if this was negative, you know that if you divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, you have to change this sign. But this is positive, so you don't need to flip this here. If we divide both sides by 400 divided by 4 is 25, so a is less than 25, or 25 is greater than a. So if we want to write this answer in a better way, we have to say when a is less than 25. This is a less than 25. This is the better way for writing that. For any value of a that is less than 25, this equation has two distinct real solutions. For example, if a is 20, 10, 0, or negative numbers, any number less than 25, if you plug in here, if you solve this equation, you would have two real solutions. Look at the next example. This is a little more complicated because we have many a's, but we have to find a such that the equation has two distinct real solutions. So we have to find the discriminant. For this equation, discriminant is b to the 2, which is negative 2a to the 2 minus 4 times a. A is a plus 1. This is a and this is c. 4a times c. And this should be greater than 0. We have to solve this inequality. Let's simplify the left side. In the left side, we have negative 2a to the 2, which is 4a to the 2 minus 4 times. Let's multiply these two brackets by each other. A plus 1 times a minus 2. If we use the FOIL method, or if we multiply term by term, a times a is a to the 2. A times negative 2 is negative 2a. Then we have 1 times a, which is a. And finally, we have 1 times negative 2, which is negative 2. So by multiplying the two brackets by each other, we have this expression greater than 0. Let's simplify. We have 4a to the 2 minus 4 times. If we simplify the inside, we have a to the 2 minus a minus 2. If we multiply 4 in the bracket, then we have 4a to the 2 minus 4a to the 2 plus 4a. Don't forget, you have to multiply negative 4 in each term of the bracket. So negative 4 times negative a is plus 4a plus 8 greater than 0. Here we are lucky that we can get rid of these 4a to the 2's that here we have, and then we have 4a plus 8 greater than 0. For solving this inequality, simply we have 4a greater than negative 8. We move a to the other side, it becomes negative. You know that if you move one term from one side of the equation or inequality to the other side, you have to change the sign of that term. So 8 goes to the other side, or in another way, we subtract 8 from both sides, we get to this. We divide both sides by 4, and then, because again 4 is positive, so a is greater than negative 2. So for any value of a, that a is greater than negative 2, this equation has two real solutions. I hope by watching this video you have learned about discriminant, what is discriminant, how we calculate discriminant, and how we use it to find the number of solutions of quadratic functions. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and see you in the next videos.